Hi, my name is Heather Mason. I'm the Microbial Support Sales Specialist here at Particle Measuring Systems. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about our active air sampler, the MiniCapt Mobile. So what is a MiniCapt Mobile? MiniCapt Mobile is an active air sampler. It's used for the collection of microorganisms in any type of clean room. How it works, the air comes in through the impactor. That air hits onto a regular auger plate, and then the air comes out of the instrument. So what happens, you get impaction onto that auger plate. If you notice the MiniCapt Mobile, it has a star pattern. Most active air samplers have a hole pattern. This star pattern will impact onto the auger plate. This creates a lack of false positives. Anything that falls outside of that star pattern can be considered a false positive. For example, if I touch the side of this plate and my thumbprint is in there, I'll know that that's not a true sample because it's outside of the star pattern on the atrium. What else makes the MiniCapt Mobile different? When you sample, air comes through the instrument and goes out. As air goes and hits that auger plate, any type of auger or microbes that don't stay impacted onto the plate are going to come outside of your instrument and land anywhere on a surface. Now your surface is going to have growth media, it's going to have bacteria, and you're going to have extra cleaning. With the MiniCapt Mobile, there's a HEPA filter. So any exhaust air that comes out of the instrument is going to be clean. There's going to be no bacteria on your surface. There's going to be no auger on your surface. What else makes the MiniCapt Mobile different? So a lot of active air samplers come in 180 liter per minute or 100 liter per minute or even faster. The reason they do this is so that you can take a sample that's about 3 to 5 minutes. One of the benefits of MiniCapt Mobile is that you can sample for up to 2 hours. So this means you can have a continuous active air sample. If you're using 25 liters per minute, then 1,000 liter collection will happen in 40 minutes. If you're using a 50 liter per minute, then your collection will happen in 20 minutes. And 100 liter per minute will happen in 10 minutes. So if you're trying to take a quick sample, if you're in a grade C, grade D area, then that 10-minute sample will be perfect. If you're in a grade A area, you're going to want to cover your entire process. The only way to do that is at a slower flow rate. Other air samplers don't offer the slower flow rate. With a 25 liter per minute, you could use 1 auger plate in 2 hours. So that's less changing, less people coming in, less taking off the atrium, less chance of contamination. And so if you have an 8-hour fill, that would be 4 plates. One of the other advantages of our MiniCapt Mobile would be the battery life. I've heard that batteries can last about 2 hours. Our battery life for the 25 liter per minute lasts for 12 hours. The battery life for a 100 liter per minute is 6 hours. So you could run this for 2 days continuously without changing it if you're doing a 6-hour fill. Another unique feature, we have user setups. So if you had different types of users, you had just your basic everyday operator, the person that comes in and only pushes buttons, you could set that person up where they have their own login, their own password, and they have limited abilities. They're not able to set up recipes, they're not able to interfere with anything. They can't get in to look at the data. All they can do is push a simple button. You can set it up with a supervisor and you can set it up with an administrator. The supervisor is going to have a little bit more ability to be able to change things, to look at things. The administrator is going to be able to go in and change everything that the instrument allows. The administrator can make new recipes, can make new locations. And so there's all 3 of those logins, and you can have multiple people, multiple users, multiple supervisors, multiple administrators. Another unique feature is recipes. So if you have 1 MiniCapt Mobile, and that 1 MiniCapt Mobile needs to work in several different rooms, so you could set up a recipe. That recipe would include the name of the room, the duration of the sample, who the operator is. You could put up to 50 recipes in the instrument. This is easy to track, and as we talked about a minute ago, the operator could come in and simply pick the recipe they want to use and just hit start. Any data that is stored in the instrument can also be exported, either through a USB drive or you can use an Ethernet. And the Ethernet would be connected directly to a computer. And all of the information can be taken out, can be trended, can be mapped, can be charted. MiniCapt Mobile has several rubber covers, which you can see. These covers allow the instrument to be cleaned. You can use a VHP cycle. You can use alcohol wipes, you can use bleach. All of these work perfectly with MiniCapt Mobile. Last feature is our remote sampling. So the last thing a customer wants to do is to hold an instrument and sample. You shed over top of your plate, you're contaminating a sample, and you really just want to get a sample of a clean room, not of a customer or a user. So to do a remote sampling, we take this atrium off. We have a remote sampling atrium. We have tubing, it's silicone tubing. This tubing can be autoclaved along with this top. And then we have a stainless steel atrium, just like this one, but with a base. This goes inside of your isolator, this goes inside the area where you want, and the instrument stays on the outside. So instead of having your plate on the top of your instrument, the plate will be in the remote sampler. One other option, instead of using the BioCapt stainless steel, we have a BioCapt SingleUse. This is a disposable atrium. So instead of having stainless steel, you have something that you can throw away when you're done. These come in gamma irradiated. They come in packs of 3. Storage is room temperature and shelf life is 12 months. These hook directly into your tubing. And when it's time to sample, you open the lid, take your sample, and when you're done collecting your sample, you simply shut this. The auger stays inside. The operator doesn't have any chance to touch that auger. When you're done, you take this to the QC lab and incubate. If you have growth, the colonies will grow on the back of this. You'll do a simple count. And if you need to open those up and isolate, open it up, pull your isolate off, grow it and ID it. And now this goes in the trash. So you don't have to do any autoclave cycles. You don't have to do any prep. They are ready to go. In closing, the MiniCapt Mobile is the innovative solution to your active air sampling needs. If you have any questions in regards to the MiniCapt Mobile or anything else you've seen today, please contact us at pmeasuring.com. Thank you very much.